What's going on? It's Kyle Henderson of Bama Football on YouTube. How's everybody doing? Can everybody see me? Number one. I'm having tremendous technical difficulties. This has been a great week for adversity, all right? I think a lot of times, things are always going right. Things are kind of on track. This has not been the week for that. Every day there's been, something to kind of battle through. And I like that. I think sometimes that stuff kind of frustrates you, but we'll battle through. I had to reinstall all of my software this morning. Right now, I can't even see myself on screen. I can't see. It's like I'm flying a plane blind. So let's see how this goes. I've done this enough times. I think we'll be okay. But I can't see anything on the screen at all. All right. So we'll just kind of we'll do our best, and the show must go on. I think it'll be a good test to see what we got. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me on the program. Can you guys see me and hear me? Yes? Can you guys good? Because I can't see anything. All right, so, all right. Welcome to today's program. We've been under the weather this week. We've been, the technical issues, I've never, and you know me, I mean, this show, I am not a technical person. I'm not. The things that happen to the channel are very interesting, but we push through them. It's okay, and I'm sure major news will break, and it's fine. We'll cover it, and it's okay. So I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much for joining the program. And we kind of start out by looking at, a couple points that I was thinking about this morning is like the recruiting. The coaches are on the road, and, it's been really impressive to see these guys go after 2027 targets, right? I mean, they are full in devoting all their time and attention, right, to going into recruiting mode. I mean, they have literally been everywhere, and they're across the nation recruiting, and I still find it I find a couple points interesting. Number one, Brian Ellis. This guy is an absolute animal. This guy has been recruiting his tail off, right? Freddie Roach, a fan favorite by some, hated by many. He's been recruiting as well. This particular photo is of Mississippi prospect Michael Turner. And Coach Kalen DeBoer, this guy's probably lost about 150 pounds since he's got to the University of Alabama. He looks amazing. This guy is in the weight room. He is shredded. And he looks fantastic, and he's ready for year 3. And I think he looks great. And his drip, I mean, all people talk about now are his shoes, right? His shoe game is like out of this world. When Coach Kalen DeBoer first got here, he was in like oversized cargo shorts. He has invested clearly into somebody who has updated his drip game, and he looks fantastic, and I love it. I love the black, the crimson, the pants, and the shoes are just absolutely fire. So Coach Kalen DeBoer going into this season with so much momentum, one of the hottest coaches into the year with huge expectations. As we talk about expectations, we're like, what are the expectations this year? Have they fallen back since, the last regime? I don't know. I mean, I think people are really excited about this team. Class of 2027, really loaded. And yes, and when I put up the quarterback graphics, this is crazy, but Trent Seaborn is not here, family. I know you think he's on the roster. He's not. He's on next year. He'll be the quarterback next year, okay? So just wait. Trent Seaborn's coming, and he'll battle out with Elijah Haven, who I'm sure will commit to Alabama as well. So more quarterback battles to discuss, all right? Again, Coach Ellis has been everywhere. He looks great. He's balling. He's out there recruiting, and still nobody has been able to find one picture of Ryan Grubb on the recruiting trail. Somebody sent me one on email, and it was from last October. They were like, here's Grubb with the prospect. I guess he doesn't recruit. I don't know. Whatever. He does his own thing, and I'm sure he'll have an amazing season this coming year running the football, right? So the coach is off to an amazing start and recruiting everywhere. Love to see it. And thanks for being here, everyone. I appreciate you guys joining. Little bit on the late start. The tremendous technical difficulties, tremendous week on this side. It's okay. We'll push through. We'll battle through. and maybe we'll have a bounce back like the Alabama basketball team. I can't even do AM shoutouts. I don't know. I can't see anything on the screen. It's completely blind. So good morning, and I appreciate your guys' support inside the comment box. If I had to guess, Max Tooney's here, Alyssa's here, Miss Kimberly's here. I know Dano's probably saying something negative inside the comment box. Max is probably fighting with the thing we got that's hooked up to the channel. I'm sure Bruce Willis is here. I hope Patriot Life is here. Jarvis is probably inside the comment box trying to say something. Ryan Harris. So, again, if you're inside the comment box, I cannot see anything. But I know you guys are here, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much as I continue to battle through this week. It's good. It'll provide growth and an opportunity to get better, going forward. It's okay. On the program, we're doing the raffle. So to get in, we have one raffle so far. No, 2 people have got in, okay? So we need to get up to at least 10. Look, I get it. If you don't want the shirts, just tell me, and I won't do this anymore. It's fine. I can't do the raffle anymore for Alabama gear. It's copyright infringement. Copyright infringement works like this. Anybody can do it, but until Alabama, tells you not to do it, then you can't do it. That's why I can't wear any gear. That's why I can't do all this stuff, because I've been asked not to. Okay, I've told you guys that before. Other people can do it. It's trademark is who you want to go after and who you don't. Okay, and that's how it works. So I can sell my own gear and I can raffle off my own gear. So we have these hoodies right here. If you want to get into it, it's $10 to enter the raffle. We'll spin the pinwheel on Thursday or Friday, or I'll just refund you your money if we don't get enough to cover the raffle. So we'll see how it goes. Venmo, Bama_YouTube, or Cash App, Bama YouTube. And I appreciate you guys doing that. I like the hoodies. I think they look good. And if you want to buy the hoodie directly, I'll put the hyperlink inside the comment box. All right. So there's that on the hoodie front. So we got white, black, or whatever colors that you want. Just, let me know if we do end up spinning the pinwheel on Friday. All right. Alabama basketball last night. This team is so schizophrenic. Now they look like the best team in the country after beating Missouri last night, 90-64. I watched a little bit of the game. Obviously, I've been sick, so I've been trying to sleep as much as possible. A couple days ago, they lose against Tennessee. That's why basketball is frustrating to watch from a fan's perspective, because the team is so up and down. It's and they play so many games. Like football, you play games and then you have a week and then, you can absorb a win. Whereas basketball, you could play 4 games in a week. Win, lose, win, win, lose, win, win, lose, win, win. Nobody cares about basketball, and I'm sorry. Until people care about it and they like it, but March is when we figure things out, right? I mean, let's be honest, 100%. Hey, Brandon Lewis, what's up, man? You're in the raffle. We got 3 raffles so far. Need 7 more to spin the pinwheel. But it's this team is still going to play all these games coming up. They play Florida. They're not favored to beat Florida. They probably lose that game. People be frustrated. Then they'll win 2 more. You know what I'm saying? It's that's how basketball goes. But kind of looking at the high points last night, Ricel is on fire. This guy has been pouring in buckets. He had 21. Look at him from three-point land. 7 of 10? Are you kidding me? Where has that been? 7 of 10? Man, if this guy can stay healthy, he has been the most injury-plagued player, I think, ever for Alabama basketball. It's crazy. Poor dude, LeBaron Philon had 18. The guy just scores buckets. He was 5 of 12 from the field. Bediako had 14 points and 6 of 6. And, it's been interesting. I can't even post Bediako anymore on the Facebook channel because the feedback is so negative that people are unfollowing the channel because of Bediako. There's a lot going on. I get it. I think a lot of people are looking at it from an ethical standpoint. Other people are like, this is happening everywhere else, so it's okay. People find it interesting that the NCAA couldn't make it to Tuscaloosa when Missouri made it to Tuscaloosa yesterday, so this all got pushed back. People find out that a judge is the one putting the temporary restraining order, that he's also a supporter. I don't know. It's just college pro sports is wild. I was thinking about it, and I'm going to ask you a question here in a minute about Jamie Mosley, because Jamie Mosley is now going to Stanford to coach their defensive line. Why not give him a contract to play? He didn't sign with a professional team. He was a free agent. I think eventually that's going to happen, to be honest. I think NFL guys who don't sign an official contract will just come back to college. It'll just be like this weird kind of world that we live in, like almost like a AAA baseball type deal. So I think that's what it's turned into, and I don't know. Can you be mad about it? The game's changing. Bediako did have 14 points. He was 6 of 6 on free throws. Bama was 15 of 39. 43 pointers last night. 40. They were nearly 40%. They're going to beat everybody if they can stay hot from outside and they can make their free throws. If they would have made their free throws against Tennessee, they would have won that game. They just missed all their free throws. Bama last night, 23 of 26 on free throws. It's schizophrenia for the basketball team. This Florida game will be really challenging. Florida is favored to win, almost 70%. And the head basketball coach, right, Todd Golden, says it doesn't matter if Bediako plays, that they're going to beat him anyway. So I'm sure that Nate Oates will be really fired up to face Todd Golden. This should be a highly anticipated game here coming up in SEC play. We'll see what happens. I'm sure Alabama will probably beat them, just because of whoever usually says stuff like this usually loses. That's just how life works. Appreciate you guys being here, all 121 of you. Thank you so much for being here inside the comment box. I can't do polls or anything like that today. I literally, all I can see is one screen, but everything else is just vanished. So I need your help inside the comment box. I hope that you guys are participating. But I was going to ask you is what is the best unit coming back for this Alabama football team? The best unit. I think we're going to have to go the best unit outside the secondary, because the secondary probably has the best unit in all of college football, right? I mean, this should be the most, think about it. Mo Lindquist is the best coach that we got on the team right now, outside of DeBoer and Womack. And then the secondary has everybody coming back. So let's look at it this way. Outside of the most talented secondary in the country, what is the best unit returning this season? Okay, quarterback, absolutely zero experience, but I'm sure that you guys might vote that. No experience there. Running backs, you didn't have a running back run for 500 yards last year. There's no, you know what I'm saying? Do we have a game changer there? I don't know. I asked you about AKD, or maybe. Tight ends, are any of those guys going to help Alabama win a championship? I don't know. Receivers, we got two guys, right, that played last year for the team. Another one is coming in from the ACC. Offensive line. Yo, thinking about it, you know what's crazy? The Alabama offense almost has no experience. Isn't that crazy to think about? Quarterback has no experience. The running back's coming back. I mean, we're like, play AK Deer. He's the best guy that we got. He didn't even play last year. Play Xavier Crowell. He's the best guy we got. He didn't even play last year. He wasn't even here. Play Daniel Hill. He's the best. He's not even fast. The tight ends. We got Ryan Williams. That's like the guy coming back, led the country in drops. Lazier Brooks comes back. That's exciting. Everyone else they weren't here, or they didn't play. Right? Am I right? Offensive line, we got one guy. You know what? This offense is very inexperienced now that I look at it like this. Am I wrong? I don't know. I can't see what you're saying. Wow, that's wild. But on the defensive side, it's completely different, right? The defense is where all the experience is at. Like, you bring in experienced defensive linemen. You have defensive returners. So the defense, again, will help Alabama, reach whatever bowl game or the national title is. It'll be because the defense. So the offense is just going to have to catch up to the defense. That's how it's going to be. Best unit other than the secondary, I I don't know. That's tough. The defensive line is kind of like a mixed bag because you bring in Terrence Green, Devin Tompkins, you return Beeman, you got Edric Hill. I don't know. That's a tough question. I'll be curious to see what you guys are saying other than the secondary. I know you guys don't like the special teams. Inside backer, you got a new guy coming in, but no experience there. None at all. Just one guy, and he didn't even play here. Interesting. Wow. Now looking at it like this, that's interesting. All right. You see this? Jamie Mosley is going to be the new defensive line coach at Stanford, right? You see this? So he's been an analyst here at Alabama for a while. Another guy, right? Saban. And I started thinking about this. I was like, he signed as an undrafted free agent. So theoretically, couldn't he come and play? I mean, I think this is what's going to happen in the future. I think guys like this could argue that they could come back to play for Alabama. I think this will happen. I think like where we're at right now in college athletics, like things are going to open so much and change so much, and the eligibility rules are going to change so much, even because of what's happening with like Bediako. What's the difference? He never played within an NFL team. He was on a practice squad. Why can't he come? Now, I doubt like Mosley has any interest to play again, but I'm saying guys like this, guys in this situation, could theoretically come back and play. I think that there's going to be a time in the very near future where guys who have not signed, who have left early, just exactly what Bediako's doing, come back and they start being eligible, and these programs with unlimited money start buying them, and they start getting pro players. Like guys who were almost in the NFL, that's going to happen, 100%. Now, will it happen to Bama at some point? Probably. But I was just thinking, I mean, number one, congrats to Jamie Mosley, getting some, good experience. He's been under Freddie Roach, so I'm sure, learning from the best in the business. Do you guys like Freddie Roach, or do you guys not like Freddie Roach? I don't know if we've ever decided on that. It's like I have never seen like it's always 50-50 with Freddie Roach. And by the way, I can't see any comments today. I can't even see my screen. I can see one screen that I have for my work stuff, but this has been a interesting week. We've been climbing mountains blind. So, and I felt terrible, and it's okay. I'll get through it. It'll be fine. But I can't see any like comments inside the comment box. So I appreciate you guys being here. So thank you for giving me grace on that. Hopefully, this stuff usually gets sorted out. You know how it is. It's just like it happens sometimes. It's okay. All right. I wanted to ask you about this. Bill Belichick. Do you see this? Yes or no inside the comment box. Would you vote him first team Hall of Fame in the NFL? Yes or no? So he's not going to be voted first team Hall of Fame. All right. And you kind of look to his resume. It's like, wow. Okay. He's an 8-time Super Bowl champ. 8. Okay. You only have 10 fingers, right? He's got 80% of them covered up by Super Bowl rings. Now, he's won 6 of them as a head football coach, right? 12-time Super Bowl appearances. 12. And he's been to 9 as a head football coach. So I have to ask you, why, like, just post a reason. Why do you think he's not a first-team guy? Like, why isn't he going to be voted first-team guy? My opinion is I think the relationship that he had with Jordan completely, because it was such in the public eye and because of everything that went with that relationship, I think that turned so many people off about who he is as a coach. You know what I'm saying? And I think, like, North Carolina getting off to a bumpy start, I think it's just been kind of like one calamity after another. Like, that off the field stuff, I don't know, but I think that's why. I think there's been just so much drama on this dude, and it's kind of overshadowed what he did as a head coach. Crazy, right? I would have never thought this. I mean, you look at the numbers right here. Like, man, 12 Super Bowl appearances, 6 as a head coach that he's won, 8 overall. Like, the additional 2 were as an assistant coach, right? And to be honest, North Carolina football, come on. I don't know, whatever they do, however far they go. No, they're irrelevant. Maybe they'll get good if they can get, I don't know, Jordan to, like, pour in, all his cash and they can buy everybody, but nobody cares about North Carolina football. I say that, and then Indiana just won the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I think it has something to do with his personal relationship. That's just my opinion. Because I never really looked at Bill Belichick. I always looked at Bill Belichick that he was kind of like very Saban-like. Just he didn't have the personality, but kind of that coaching mindset. And I kind of always held him up there. And I'm just talking like how I am. And now how I see him since the relationship, since it's been such in the public eye, his perception has, like, gone down for me as a person. So I don't know. Who knows? But he definitely, I think if I had to vote for anything, I would definitely vote him a first team guy. Like, no doubt about it. 100%. Like, I don't care about that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? No, I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you so much. Let's see if we can take some calls. This should be fun. Granted that I can't see what you guys are saying inside the comment box. And if there's any negative trolls inside the comment box, will you guys please take care of them for me? This would be a perfect time if you're a troll to get in there and talk some crap. But it's okay. It's fine. This has been I'm going to fire up the call line. And, like, it will help if you guys call in, because that helps with my with the podcast in the morning too. So don't feel that you guys, like, can't call in because I'm under the weather. Just call in. It's all good. I appreciate you guys, like, having respect for, like, where I'm at physically and, like, going through, but still want to take the calls. It helps me out. I'm going to set up the line now. Man, what a week, huh? It's been great. All right, let me get this set up. You know who's going to call. You know it. Cody, what's up, bro?
Hey, Kyle.
What's up, Cody?
How have you been? How have you been?
I've been amazing, man. Never felt better, bro. What's up, man? Welcome to the show.
No, not much. Sorry for your tech issues. But I just want to know, it was my bad for the O-line guy. I didn't know much about him until I looked it up. So when I said that he was a bad hire, my bad. The only thing is this, I finally understand that he was, since he won 3 Super Bowls and he was under Bill Belichick and Mike Tomlin and now under Dan Lanning and Lincoln Riley, I can accept that he knows what he's doing. Second of all, I do know that we're going to need another O-line coach because that's what Alabama sources said, but I don't know who it's going to be. The third point about it is Bill Belichick not being a first-round draft pick Hall of Famer. I mean, come on. Like, the NFL Hall of Famer, it's just like the MLB people. They won't let Pete Rose be in the Hall of Fame because of what he did, and now look at Bill Belichick. It's the same idealistic complex. What we have is NFL writers who are paid to hate on a coach who's won more games, second of all time behind a Don Shula, and won 8 titles, and is not a first-round draft pick. And I cannot believe these people in the NFL, half of them are internet trolls like Lane Kiffin, who's a 40-year-old virgin sitting in the damn, basement eating KFC chicken pot pies, and they know nothing of football. They haven't played football. They haven't even watched football. They don't even know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with these people. Like, they need to quit first. They need to quit these writers, putting them in first ballot Hall of Famers and all that stuff. Get rid of these writers and say, look, if this guy won 8 titles, he goes as the first ballot Hall of Fame 100%. That's my thoughts. Thoughts on that, Kyle?
Yeah, thanks, Cody. I'll answer on the other line, brother. Thanks for always calling in, man. I appreciate you, bro. All right, man. Take it easy. Yeah, I mean, look, and 334, you're up next. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I even had someone inside the comment box message me screenshots of the super chat. So we got Patriot Life in here with the 10. Thank you so much, Patriot Life. I appreciate you. And then Will High Note with the 20 spot. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you, man. Sorry, I can't. Today's been this week has been fun. It's okay. Let's see, 334. We'll take it. But before I get to it, yeah, Cody. With Bill Belichick, I mean, it's 100% like crazy that he's a first team guy. Come on, like, I don't care about your personal stuff, okay? Like, I'm grown. You shouldn't care about my personal stuff. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has personal stuff. Like, aren't the criteria, like, well, I'd have to see. Does the criteria have, like, what is your personal stuff? I don't know if it has any of that. Like, is that part of the criteria? On the field, like, what he's done, I don't think he's done, like, anything, like, you know, people don't agree with a lot of stuff with him with Jordan. I don't care about that stuff. He's grown. She's grown. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. But, like, on the field, I mean, the numbers speak for itself to me. I don't know. But if it has something to do with, like, off-the-field drama, I guess I'd have to look at it again. 334. Hey, welcome to the show. Who am I on the line with and where are you calling in from?
This is Yee, man. This is Mr. Yee. What's going on, Kyle?
What's up, Yee? I'm doing all right, man. Montgomery, right?
Yep, Montgomery, man. You got it.
What's up, man? Welcome to the show, bro.
Oh, yes, sir. So I'm not going to, hold you too long this morning. A couple of things I want to hit on. So first thing being is the professionalism or the professional college sports that we have going on. I think what the approach that we should start taking or colleges should start taking to kind of manage these athletes now that they're making so much money. Like, we have, student athletes that are going to be coming in making more than probably some head coaches and probably the majority of the coordinating staff. Like, that's crazy to even think about. So with that being said, should, colleges look more into hiring personnel that can handle the personalities of these kids now that they're making so much money? You would think you would want somebody that is, kind of in depth with that type of, management of kids or people in general to kind of, take that on. Like, I think we should start hiring more people from the NFL ranks, to kind of, manage that. What do you think about that, Kyle?
I mean, you think about this, bro. Is like you have somebody coming in, like from high school, that's making more than like a coach. Like, and what one thing that I would wonder about too is like, imagine if a transfer comes here and it's like a 1 year transfer guy and they're making more than somebody that's been here for like 3 years. Like, what does that do to kind of like the dynamics of the locker room? How do you like go past that? I don't know. I mean, all that stuff's got to be. My first rule, would be like, all right, guys, welcome to the team. Everybody sit here. The number one thing you don't do is like you don't talk about the money within the. Can you imagine like guys coming in? What I don't know. Name a transfer. One of our transfer right coming in, making like I don't know. What if Bray Hubbard is making way less than like Caleb Woodson, the inside linebacker who just came in?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like what if Lazier Brooks is making more than Derek Nix? What if Ryan Williams is making more than Ryan Grubb? And what if they have beef because of it?
Yeah, like, that's a real thing that we really have to consider now, because it's actually happening. And one thing that I think that maybe could kind of help uniform this or, kind of get it under control is that, I understand that the kids are going to make money now. That's something that's not going to, like, we can't reverse that. But before we give a 18-year-old $4 or $5 million, I think they should have to earn. I think, like, your freshman year, you should be capped at a certain amount. And based off of your performance, if you're one of those top 50 players coming into the next season, your sophomore year, you should be able to, earn more and so on and so on. And ultimately, to get these kids to graduate, I think you have to incentivize staying in school. Like, you can't just give them the whole bag their freshman year and say, 100%. Hey, we want you to graduate. It doesn't work like that, You know
what I'm scared of. You know what I'm scared of, Yee. And I was talking, like, somebody mentioned this on the side of the comment box because we were talking about the fact that they have 2 5-stars on the roster for quarterbacks, right? And by the way, 770-9973, you're up next. What's terrifying, Yee? What if we're paying however much we had to pay for these 5-star quarterbacks, right? And we're going to get 2 more 5-star quarterbacks. Elijah Haven's going to commit to Bama. And Trent Seaborn, he's a 4-star, but as soon as he comes here, he'll be a 5-star, right? You know how it works. Right. So we're developing those guys. We paid to get those guys here. And then when they're developed, because we can only play one quarterback at a time, the scariest thing is that, like, let's just say, okay, what's terrifying to me? Let's say Austin Mack wins the job. And Keelan Russell's like, fine. He wins the job. I'm going to stay here. I want to be here. This is where I want to be. But then that next season, when Mensah is gone from Miami, and Miami has now raised the stakes, because what they pay Mensah? Like 10? So it's only going to go up, right? What if they come to Keelan Russell next year with a $25 million contract for one season? Like, it's only going to go up.
Like, I mean, how do you tell an 18, 19, even 20-year-old dude to say no to $25 million?
And who knows? Does it go up from 10 to 15 to 17 to 18? It's only going to go up. Like, that's going to be the crazy, because Miami's formula is let everybody else develop the guys, let them pay the entry fee, and then when they're really ready, we're going to pay them. You know what I'm saying? We're going to pay them the real money to get them to start. That's the scary thing. Because, look, Ty Simpson was loyal to the game. Not everybody's loyal to the game, right? So
everybody doesn't have that loyalty.
Yeah, and so certain parameters have to be set so that doesn't happen. And that's why whenever Alabama signed this contract with Keelan, it would be interesting to see kind of, is it a multi-year? Is it like a 2-year kind of set in stone that you're here, right? And it's going to go up, and it's also incentivized, right? So hopefully it is. And Keelan definitely seems like a real one for sure. And I'm sure he's not here for just like $700,000. I'm sure he's making way, $5 or whatever it is. But Miami is changed the game on how they're just how they've bought their last 2 quarterbacks. 100%, man. I appreciate you calling in, E. Thanks so much, man.
You have a good day.
Yeah, you too, brother. All right, good call from down in Montgomery. All right, Chris from New Jersey. Chris, what's up, man? Take it away, bro.
Kyle, how you feeling, brother?
I'm feeling like kind of like I'm moving from like 5 to like 6 out of 10, but the tech issues have been a little bit problematic. But and then I listened to the podcast this morning. Oh my God, I sounded terrible. So sorry that you guys had to deal with that. It's just like, it's really important for me to be like consistent through like, health and sickness and stuff like that. But geez, man, I sounded a little rough this morning. Plus my eyes yesterday were terrible. I feel much better today. So hopefully maybe by the end of the week, I haven't been able to work out this week. I've been kind of pacing myself, but I appreciate you asking. So hopefully we kind of get through.
I'll give you my mom's trick.
Okay.
Because I got to say, my mom used to kick us out of the house. Like even if it was raining, we were outside all the time. We were like never sick, my brother and I.
Yeah.
So zinc, vitamin C.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keep on taking zinc and vitamin. You're taking the zinc and vitamin C because that'll at least get you on the mending path. So, I think we all should be super, super excited and pumped regarding all this NIL money stuff. Did anybody notice? First of all, I think Courtney Morgan is worth his weight in gold, and I'll tell you why. Did you notice? Well, we lost some early names. Everybody was freaking out. I wasn't, and neither were you, but everyone was freaking out a little bit. And then we got the Clinton Dix text, or whatever you want to call it, tweet or X or whatever. Listen, the production is not there. And it wasn't on the field to get the numbers that people were demanding. So It tells me that these guys are way ahead of the curve on the money. And listen, Jalen Mbakwe, supposedly $3 million for 1 year. And then they said him, they basically said, hey, the three, God giveth and God taketh away, Kyle. So, hey, like, dude, you didn't even get on the field for $3 million. You're going down to like 300,000. And he was off to the races, so no problem. Listen, we look what just happened with Indiana. They weren't even in the top 10 in paying NIL. So Saban said it again. You got to have the right. You better buy the right people, or you're out of luck. So I think these guys are I think they're way ahead of the curve. And how do we know that? Because they waited to the end to sign. You notice that, Kyle? So those guys were like, they had a big board in there, like draft day, and they're like, this is how much money we have. This is who we need to re-sign. I think we're ahead of them all. Saying, hey, we're going to just give you like LSU just throwing money around willy-nilly. That's not the trade. That's not going to work.
Yeah,
it didn't. And let's face it didn't work for Oregon. They got smoked worse than us against Indiana, and they were the highest paid. Texas. They were the second highest, most spent. They didn't make the playoffs. Michigan third. They didn't make the playoffs. So I think we got to all be very positive. We got to worry about Kyle's health. Make sure we get our guy back to being healthy, and everybody stay warm. But we have a lot to be to look forward to. We have a lot to be thankful for, and I'd say that the coaching staff, and especially Courtney Morgan, I think they've got the winning formula right now. Now the formula could be, always changing. But hey, I give them a lot of credit. I think what they did in the portal was a home run, and I think we're going to be a much better team next year. Now, Kyle, I want to just say one thing is maybe there's a silver lining to the whole NIL situation, and the silver lining is that it'll be a meritocracy when it comes to the on field and how people get paid, and that's a good thing. Hey, if a guy is not performing, he's getting paid. He's not going to get paid a year later. So listen, money is motivation for a lot of people, and all of a sudden I'm thinking that some guy's going to be out there busting his hump out there to perform because he knows he wants to keep either the money he's getting or get more the next year. So that I think is a silver lining. So I'm really turning into like a positive guy now, Kyle. I don't know what happened to me. I used to be miserable. So listen. Most importantly, health. We want you to heal. So get some rest, zinc, vitamin C, a lot of liquids. and keep up the great job. You're killing it. I guess in a matter of a week or two, you're going to be telling us all your inside scoops on the fourth quarter program, and then we're going to have spring practice soon.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
Lots to look forward
for
to.
sure.
Let's get out of this deep freeze. Let's get you healed
for sure,
and feel better, brother. And my best to you, undefeated. Roll Tide.
Sounds good, man. Thank you so much, Chris. I appreciate you calling in. All right. Yeah, good call. Yeah, you know what? Fourth quarter program is coming up too. So usually how that works is kind of the older guys will start going. They're probably already, they're already lifting weights right now, and then they'll start to acclimate some of the younger guys that are already here. So it'll get going. So let's see. This is just in from Nick Kelly. News: Tuscaloosa County Judge Jim Roberts has recused himself from the Charles Bediaco case per court documents. Okay. So, yeah, we figured that might happen, and that's, something that we've been kind of tracking with the Bediaco stuff. I know that I guess he was a donor to the program of the Crimson Tide Foundation. People wanted him out. He's out of the case now. So we'll see how it goes moving forward. I'm sure the same thing is going to happen moving forward anyways. All right, we welcome in Lucas calling in. Lucas, what's up, bro?
I'm doing good. How about you?
Why don't you start it, man? Because you usually say, "This is me, Lucas." Go ahead, do your thing. I like when you do it. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. This is me, Lucas. I'm sorry.
No, I like that. Go ahead. Let's start it over. Hey, what's up? You're on the line with Kyle Henderson. Who am I on the line with, and where are you calling in from?
This is me, Lucas.
There you go. What's up, Lucas? Welcome to the show, brother. Come with it, man.
I want to talk about the Keelan Russell. After the Ty Simpson, Keelan Russell tweeted out to Miami. He told Miami, "Do not come at me, man. I'm staying at Alabama. I don't care what money bag you're going to throw at me. I'm not taking the money. I'm staying at Alabama." And that's the reason why I think when he said it when we were supposed to play in Indiana, somebody asked a question, "Are you going to leave?" He said, "No, I'm going to stay at Alabama. This for sure." And he gave a quote. He said, if I win the job or not win the job, I'm going to still be supportive." So I think I know who's going to be our quarterback coming next year. And I know people probably might cringe on this. It's going to be Austin Mack. He is the next older guy. And I think Keelan Russell is going to wait behind Austin Mack. And I think we can roll with Austin Mack. And after this year season, Austin Mack dips out. He goes to the NFL. And then Keelan Russell takes over that next year. And so, but I would say this. I'm kind of glad the portal is closed. If Keelan Russell would have won the job and Austin Mack said, "Man, why am I'm not starting? I'm going to dip out. I'm not playing. I'm going home."
Yeah.
And then wait till next year. I'm going to dip out. And so I think Austin Mack is going to be our quarterback, and that's fine. We can handle Austin Mack. Mm-hmm. But, and I want to tell you about Grubb. I've been hearing a lot of rumors about Grubb and Pilovic, and him and Pilovic did not get along. There wasn't fighting, but there wasn't agreeing with each other. Like Grubb said, "Well, I want to play on Jordan Bernard," and Pilovic said, "No, why don't you just start Horton?" "No, Pilovic, I want to start Jordan Bernard." "No, I want Horton." "No." See, you know what I'm saying? And so one guy wants the next guy, and that's the reason why you saw issues. There wasn't agreeing with each other. I mean, it's going to lead to bad habits on the field. And so you got to get coaches who you can agree with and stuff like that. So I think the right guy is gone. It's Pilovic, and I'm so glad he's gone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess we'll have to see what happens with that. Go ahead, Lucas. Did you have something else to say? Go ahead, man.
I got one more thing, and I'll let you go.
Go ahead, bro.
What's I going to say? And that's the reason why I think Grubb was getting criticized, because everybody thought it was Grubb's fault with doing all the offensives. But the only thing I did have a trouble with is his gadget plays. But other than that, I think it was Pilvic all along, because if you go look at his past where he has been, it's not good. It's just not. I mean, it was horrible and stuff like that. But I mean, I won't give Grubb another chance coming this year. But if he does it again, maybe I want that dude gone. But I won't give him a chance.
Yeah, well, thanks for the call, Lucas. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for calling in, brother.
All
right, take it easy. Man, we get 772-256 and 678 coming up next. Jarvis with the big super chat, man. Man, yeah, Jarvis, I appreciate it. Yeah, by the way, my screen came back, right? Just kind of had to it was a kind of a bumpy start. And let's see what Jarvis has to say. Yo, Jarvis with the 50 spot, which is money, right? He says this: way to rise up and overcome adversity, brother. Better to get sick in the off season than the regular season. 100%, right? Show must go on, as Coach Saban said. They don't make them like they used to. Get well soon, brother. 100%. Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, down just a little bit, so it's okay. You know, we fought through it. We're getting through it. I do feel better. I do feel better. I think tomorrow I'll be able to work out, which will be great for me mentally, right? Because I'm here. When I'm here, I don't even like see anybody other than like Lacey and Caden. Oh, you know what I made this morning? That was the first time I've ever made this. I know this is crazy because I'm cooking all the time, but I know this is going to sound weird. For the first time in my life, I made pancakes, right? You're like, oh, what? Yes, but I made like the Kodak like protein pancakes, and I put an extra scoop of protein powder in there for me and Caden. It was good, right? All right. So thank you, Jarvis. I appreciate it, man. 772. Let's do it. Hey, thanks.
Hey, morning, Kyle.
Yeah, who am I on line with and where are you calling in from?
My name's Tanner, and I'm calling in from Vero Beach, Florida.
Tanner, what's up, bro? You ever hit those Kodak pancakes?
Yeah, no, I actually have. Last weekend I killed about a stack of them.
Right?
New Year's resolution was trying to get into the gym and get working.
Yeah, man, they're good. So I threw in like just some whey protein on top of them, mixed it up, and then you throw it in. Yeah, it was good. I put a little. I'm a peanut butter guy. I love crunchy peanut butter, so threw it on. Yeah, it felt good, man. So Tanner, what's up, bro? Welcome on in. Come on.
All right, so I wanted to address just one thing, just the running back room. We've had a lot of talk about, are these the right guys?
Yeah,
are these going to be the right guys coming into the season, right?
Mm.
But if you think about it, all of these guys, I mean, they had just small explosive stints whenever we had, you know, the harmony on the line to block.
Mm-hmm.
Our blocking, like whenever we synchronize on that line, we were not blocking very efficiently last year.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, running backs can't really make their breaks. So I'm kind of just curious on where you think that's coming from on the question of are running backs the running backs for this year.
Man, that's such a damn good question, bro, because I'm asking that as well. And I'm asking that kind of like for real. And then I'm also like challenging y'all. Like, and I'm challenging the running backs itself. Like sometimes I get it. Like I'm smart enough to know sometimes people record my audio and they play it to the room. Like this happens, right? When you have a platform like this.
Of course.
My challenge is to the running backs, bro. Like if you're listening to this out there, show us, bro.
Yeah.
Show us that Daniel Hill. Show us that you can improve on your speed, right? If you're Kevin Riley, let's see what you got, man. Beat out AK Deer. And for AK Deer, this is to the coaches. Free him. Let's see what he can do with more opportunities. And this is to you, Ryan Grubb. If you hear this, right? Let's see what he could do. In game opportunities outside of Louisiana Monroe. The younger guys, Xavier Crowell, like if you're listening to this, Crowell, all right, welcome to the show, man. This is a lot different from high school. You came here and you're going to have to be patient and don't get frustrated if you don't get on the field right away. I don't know. This running back room, I have a lot of questions because I'm like, I think we got guys, but do we? I mean, there's a lot going on. Plus, we got to commit to utilizing these guys. And if these guys aren't getting 4 yards a pop, we can't go away from it, right? It's pound by pound by pound, and then something will break. What else you got, Tanner?
Yeah, no, I agree completely with that, especially with the pound by pound, because with such a heavy air raid, I mean, not really heavy air raid, but the way we verged off of the run as soon as we started, meeting a wall, you just got to keep pounding them, man. We got a 245-pound back.
Yeah.
man, you give him a little bit more speed and experience, he is a monster on the field. He could break tackles. As soon as he gets into open space, you see, give him a little bit of speed, maybe cut back on 10 pounds of weight.
Yeah.
And you've got a really explosive back that's powerful, man. And then you've got Kevin Riley, who's a small, elusive back. You maybe add a little bit of weight to him, and, he's going to become a monster truck. He's small and fast, small and mighty. Get him through the line, and I'm excited about the new line that we have coming in. I mean, I've seen a bunch of tape on him. I mean, inexperienced as far as what we're used to, but I feel like the change was needed. So with that, hopefully this season will be a lot better.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I appreciate the call, Tanner. Call back again, bro.
Of course, thank you. I appreciate it. It's the first time on here, so I'm glad to get there. You feel better, man.
Yeah, take it easy, man. Yeah, I'm getting there. Take it easy, Tanner. All right, Tanner from Florida. Man, I should have asked him what the weather was. Tanner, put the weather inside the comment box. What you got, man? I'm sure it's like balmy 70 something or something like that. Let's see. Gary inside the comment box says, Kyle, you ever cooked Oriental food? It takes a little bit longer. No. I the other night I messed around with some teriyaki chicken. I thought it was great. What I did was I basically sauteed onion, celery, and carrots together. Kind of let that sizzle up a little bit with some olive oil. Then cooked my chicken, put some teriyaki together, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty bomb. Now I can cook well. 256-678 and 502. You're up next. But I do have misses. I think that just comes with cooking. And recently I've kind of had some more misses than not. But you got to just keep at it. All right, 256. Hey, welcome to the program. Who am I line with and where are you calling in from?
Madison, Alabama. Kyle, it's Rod.
Hey, Rod, what's going on? Thanks for calling from Madison. You ever checked out a Trash Panda game?
No. That's like going to watch Auburn play football. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, I appreciate the honesty.
Can't go Auburn on everybody.
All right. Well, yeah.
Hey, I was wanting to get it. Why did we keep Kapilovic through all the offensive line and recruiting and everything? And to me, that's like a doctor that's had a bunch of sick patients that died basically, and then you're going out and trying to get more patients. And it just, to me, that's not right. It's not the right leadership or nothing. It's bad. And we've got to get back to being physical on the O-line. And I don't know anything about this new coach. And I've heard something, if he stays healthy, what's wrong with what kind of health problems? I
don't know. So I saw that too. Someone inside the comment box was like, did he recover from his health issues? I don't know what I was trying to look up on that. I don't know somebody did say that. Does anybody know? Because I was wondering that too. I was like, what? Health issues? And the other thing, I thought this was weird. Rod, was kind of the timing of the Kapilovic deal, because you didn't fire him. Look, I get it. It's a dirty game all the way around. But instead of firing him like the next day, you sent this poor dude recruiting all over the place. Got all the recruits.
It's like sending the Grim Reaper to go recruiting people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing was, he did help get some of these transfer portal commitments, and then as soon as you got the commitments, then they fired him. I mean,
yeah, man. Let me ask you this too. Yeah, I know you're probably a whole lot more than me. Does LSU have more money than us?
I think LSU. I mean, what's weird is isn't it their governor was helping make changes over there? Look, I don't know what is going on with LSU, but it seems who also has a lot of money, or I don't know where this is coming from. It at least seems to me like LSU and Ole Miss have buckets of just billions, right? You need $1 billion, boom, pull one out of somewhere. And I'm like, how? So I don't know if they're just where is this coming? How are they just being able to get Jordan Seaton? All of this, you're telling me, because what are they paying Lane? 14, and then they said $25 million extra. That roster probably went over that. So what? You're telling me Jordan Seaton $7 million? You just had that? I don't know. I've been wondering that too. And the other other program was Miami. Miami just has unlimited money, I guess.
Oh, I get 7 season tickets. We're in Section A in the lower level, 57 rows up. And we got great seats. And it used to be $175 a donation. And a little funny story is when Alabama was, it's been 3 years since they did it, they were talking about, they got a new way to pay NIL. And I was like, cool, And then my bill hit the next month. And I was like, this is how they do it. And it went from $175 a donation to $500 a donation. And then you buy the tickets. Yep. Last year it went to $585. And it's like, they're not going to be able, I don't say how they're going to be able to keep this up, but the one thing I would say we should do is all Alabama fans, if you go to the polls and we could do a 1% tax and it'll go nothing but for our football team, and I know Auburn would want to jump on board, but, we won't let them do that because there's more Alabama fans in the state. But, there's got to be a way because it's going to be an arms race, and you might as well 100%. Have 10 teams in the whole country that's got the most money. It's where it's going to be, you know?
Yeah.
Who's going to have the most money.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I would like to see what we spent. Is there any way you can find out what we spent on players and put that up or whatever?
And see, that's another thing that I disagree with is like help me understand this, all right? And maybe you could think about this, Rod, as well, okay? Like, why can't I could tell you how much Coach Kalen DeBoer makes. I can tell you how much a professor makes that teaches chemistry, right? Like, I can't tell you anything about Ryan Williams. I can't tell you anything about Lazier Brooks, but people are asking to, hey, you got to support these players paid, like have them paid. What's the difference? Why can't we see them being paid? I don't understand that.
Well, and then the Colorado kid, he goes to LSU, and the guy. Look, you can throw out everything in the world. I've coached football off and on for a long time, and I'm retired now. But what I'm saying is the game is won on both sides of the ball. You can either stop the run on defense. If you got a good defense, that's a lot. And if you can run the football. And last year we had to come up with gimmick plays to try to get a first down. Stupid stuff. When, it just blows my mind. And I don't know how good this offensive line coach is. Why didn't they get Sam Pittman? You got to kick the door down if we're going to be the best. We're supposed to be like the Yankees. We got to go get the best instead of, I don't know how good this cat's going to be. There's a difference of playing in the NFL. You don't have to have played in the NFL. You can be just as good as a coach, being able to do that. You can, it don't matter if you play in the NFL or not. If you can coach, you can coach. And who knows what, this guy can do or whatever. And that's what blows my mind. Well, I don't understand why we didn't go out and get the very best O-line coach. And tell me your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I'll answer on the other line, man. But thanks for calling in, Rod. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for calling in from Madison.
Okay, brother.
All right, man. Take it easy. I think. Look, to be honest, I don't know if Sam Pittman was ever like a realistic name on the board, right? I think I kind of labeled that with like kind of the coaches that we want from like the past. I think Sam Pittman is a great coach, and he has extensive history, and that would have been 100% slam dunk. But I think that these guys have somebody particular in mind that meshes well with their system, right? Look, I actually like the offensive line hire. I guess we'll just have to see. Everybody's unproven until they get the job done. This guy is put in a very difficult spot because he don't have a year to grow the offensive line. It's got to be like right now, in my opinion. So good call, though. I appreciate that. How about that 1% tax, right? Imagine people doing that they go down and they'd be like, for NIL, what the hell is this? All right, 678. Hey, you're on the line with Kyle Anderson. Who on the line with him? Where are you calling in from?
Hey, what's up, Cal? This is Steven from Powder Springs, Georgia.
Steven, what's up, bro? Thanks for calling in from Powder Springs, man. Welcome to the program. What's the temperature over there, man?
Man, right now I'm at work, but I work outside. It's getting close to 40 right now. It's real pretty out.
That's nice.
So,
yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Yeah, that's good temperature. Yeah. Well, what's up, man? Welcome to the show, bro. Come with it.
Yeah. First off, bro, I just want to say I'm praying for your healing so that you can get back to feeling and sounding like your old self.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, man, just keep doing what you got to do and get your rest when you can, because you ain't no spring chicken no more.
That's right.
So, but yeah, bro, you said something earlier that really kind of caught my attention, and I have been thinking about this ever since the Bediako thing started. All of these cats that left school early, thinking that they would get in the draft, and they never did. Free agents that never got in the league at all, may have went overseas or somewhere. If you think college sports is tore up now, bruh, just wait. If some kind of litigation in court goes through that allows people that still had eligibility to come back to school and play, if they had never signed with a pro team 100%. In any of the sports, bro, it's over. It is over. Because at that point, all you going to see is dudes that keep high school guys sitting on the bench for 2 to 3 years, no matter how much they get better. Because a lot of these cats, they graduated or didn't graduate, but they left for the doggone draft as a junior, and then they didn't make it. And if they were redshirt, they may have 2 years of eligibility left. So you got a whole bunch of mess getting ready to come down the pipeline, man. And I don't think that the system is built to deal with it the way that it should be. I really feel like some major stipulations have to be made and rules applied, because right now, bro, it's really, really entertaining to talk about this stuff and see it happening. But if I was a young cat in high school and was really paying attention to what was going on, I would be wondering, where is my future in this sport?
100%.
I really would.
Like, I feel really bad for like a kid like, the Elijah Haven kid, right? The number one quarterback. That kid, 2 years ago, that guy's getting a gigantic deal. Gigantic. Whatever, wherever we're paying Keelan Russell, he's getting that. He's that good. Now you come into the system, and I think the high school guys are going to take a hit down in a little bit, because the money's going to be reallocated to the transfer portal, in my opinion, and to retention, which it should be. Retention for sure, and then transfer portal, because you need older guys, right? I think that's going to be really interesting. Plus, like, I was just messing around, but like Jamie Mosley, he never like officially played. Right? Who's to say a guy like that, who's been lifting weights at Alabama every single day, working out with the guys, right? It'd be like, yo, this whole Charles Bediako thing, coach, got me thinking, like, I got this job offer, okay, from Stanford to go coach the defensive line. But, what you think about this, DeBoer? I know we need a bandit player that has experience. And, what you think? Like, you want to be that case right now, and you want me just to push forward and try to play here? Just think about it. Sleep on it, coach. And, we could talk about it. And then Jamie Mosley coming back to the Tide. Matt, like, this is crazy.
Oh, my God. It's just tore up, bro. I just hope we can get some parameters set in place, and I hope we hurry up and get Josh Payton voted in as commissioner so we can get this crap fixed, bro.
Shoot,
but anyway, man, that's all I got for today.
Right,
that just stuck with me. I pray everything go well with you, and
Thanks,
roll
brother.
tide, bro.
All right, man, take it easy. Roll tide, too. Steven out in Powder Springs, Georgia. All right, 502, let's do it. Hey, welcome to the show. Who am I on the line with and where are you calling in from?
Hey, Kyle, this is Mike from Kentucky.
Mike, what's up, man? What's the temperature up there? We got the fireplace on. What we looking at?
It was 0 degrees this morning, bro.
Ooh, that sounds nice. So, do you have a stove that you're feeding?
Well, excuse me, I didn't hear you.
Do you have a stove that you feed wood to, or do you have just turn on the heat?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's a wood stove.
Yeah.
Regular wood stove.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. That's how my dad's house is. And it's, that's just how it is. And when you go over there, you better take because you're going to get stuffed up, I mean, you don't have the moisture in there. Mike, man, welcome to the show, bro. It's been a while, man. But the world is changing. You call, and then there's like 3 weeks that pass before you call again, and the world just changes that much more in college. It's crazy, man. What's the latest, man?
Yeah,
give us the update.
Bro, I don't know where we're going with all this, but it just seems like the wheels are completely off. I mean, the way players are, it just seems like college football's turned into a bunch of blood-sucking lawyers that call themselves sports agents.
Yeah.
And it's just, for the lack of a better term, Sodom and Gomorrah. This is what they're turning college football in. Because I tell you what, Dabo Swinney is 100% has the right to be mad enough to go down to Oxford, Mississippi with a 55-gallon drum of ass whoop and just pour it all over Pete Golding. I mean, I'm telling you right now, brother, that's how mad I'd be if I lost a All-American first team All-American middle linebacker because some blood-sucking lawyer wanted to get his 2% off a couple $1 million.
Yep.
I mean, we gotta put the brakes on that, bro. I mean, I ain't no Clemson fan, but I don't want to see that happen to nobody. You know, that's crazy. It's what have we become? They don't even allow that in the pros.
And you know what's crazy? And I don't know if you saw this, everybody, but if you go to Clemson's official site and you type in Luke Ferrelli, he's still on the roster. But when you click to Luke Ferrelli, it says, so you go to his roster page and you click his name, and then all it says is timeline of Luke Ferrelli, and you click it, and then it opens up to Dabo Swinney's explaining the whole timeline. I've never seen anything like that before, but here we are.
Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy, you know. But let's talk about Alabama football a little bit. You know, the running back room, I think the talent is there. If we can get the O-line straightened out, I remember my last call. I told you, I mean, the O-line is the biggest area of concern on the team. The O-line don't work, nothing works. To tell you the truth, I think Daniel Hill will be the man next year. I mean, I don't think he needs to lose 25 pounds and try to get faster because he's not, bro. He just needs to learn how to change the angle a little bit. And I think he could be a Eddie Lacy type running back. Remember how Eddie Lacy run through around over Notre Dame in the national championship game? Mm-hmm. I could see Daniel Hill becoming an Eddie Lacy if he could work on his little bit of a lateral juke, kind of incorporate that in his running style. I mean, Eddie Lacy didn't outrun people, but he could sure make them miss. If he got a head of steam up, he had enough moxie to make them miss. And he was a load, man. Eddie Lacy is one of my favorite running backs of all time.
Man, and Eddie Lacy, I think he might have played heavier than Daniel Hill. I think Daniel Hill's like at 245. I think if you look it up, Eddie Lacy might have played at like 255.
I think Eddie Lacy was closer to 260.
Yes, yeah. No, I think you're right. Enough, yeah.
Yeah, he had just enough lateral. You know, he couldn't outrun the angle. I mean, he's never going to be a Herschel Walker or a Bo Jackson. But if he could just get that cat to where he could make the angle change just enough to where you can't get a clean hit on him, I think he'd be an all-day into the night running back.
Yeah.
I really do. I like his size. I mean, we've been trying these Smurf mobiles for a few years now, and they just haven't worked out. You know, they just haven't worked out. They go down at contact too much. You know, they can't take the first contact. I think we'll be okay if we can get that O-line. I still believe, man, we got to get this O-line, you know, straightened out, and hopefully this new cat can get them going.
Yeah, I think the offensive line coach has pressure. I mean, there's pressure here. We know that. I mean, Ryan Grubb's under pressure. The offensive line coach under immediate pressure, having to resurrect that offensive line immediately to be able to take a step forward. That's why I was saying a couple of days ago, him and Grubb need to go on a guys trip. Just those 4 days and just fishing, hunting, whatever they're doing, and just get to know each other and be like, listen, you know, this is the game plan. This is what we're going to do. This is our philosophy. How are we going to like mesh well? Because if those guys are not on the same page and we continue to sputter there, that meat of the schedule after those first 5 winnable games, it is challenging. I think this next year's schedule, now granted you have more home games, is very, very challenging. I mean, all those teams that you have coming in, and the SEC is completely different. right, than the Big Ten.
Right.
You got good teams from the Big Ten. I mean, they've won the last 4 championships, but collectively the SEC is much stronger. So, man, they need to get in the same mindset very quickly. Anything else, Mike?
Yeah, I got one more thing on my mind now that you mentioned scheduling. Notre Dame's getting a free pass this year, and from now on, as long as
100%.
they're
Yep.
in the top 12 teams, they get an automatic bid. Well, I think they should put some kind of a clause that, you have to have at least a top 20 schedule to be eligible for that incentive. Because, I mean, the rest of college football at this point, I wouldn't even schedule Notre Dame. And if they're going to get that kind of special treatment from the NCAA, that they're automatic bid as long as they're in the top 12, well, make sure their schedule's about 125th in the country every year, and that'll put the brakes on that BS, because that really rubs me the wrong way, man.
100%.
I'm gonna let somebody else.
Thanks, Mike. I appreciate it, man.
Talk.
Yep, no doubt, man.
All right, man.
Good to talk
Have a
to you.
good one, brother.
Yep, you too, man. Stay warm. All right,
Roll.
Mike, out in Kentucky with the roll tide back to you, man. 901, you're coming up next. Jarvis asked to see LSU's schedule, but first, Mike was pointing out Notre Dame's schedule. We like to look at schedules from time to time. Look at this. This is Notre Dame's schedule this next year. Okay, you tell me what you think. Wisconsin, Rice. That sounds like some sort of meal, right? Wisconsin and Rice, right? Michigan State. They'll face Nick Sheridan. Purdue, okay, North Carolina, Stanford, BYU. This is Notre Dame we're looking at here, right? Yeah, Notre Dame or BYU, Navy, Miami, Boston College, SMU, Syracuse. These guys in the playoffs, 100%, right? Jarvis, who'd you say? LSU? LSU football schedule 2026. All right, let's see. I haven't looked at their schedule, so let's just see. All right, this is LSU's. All right, so you got Clemson. That's in Baton Rouge, because remember, I guess they did a home and home. Then you got Louisiana Tech. Ooh, look at this one. Wow. At Ole Miss, week 3. Yes, please. That's going to be amazing. What, right? You got Sam Levitt of LSU taking on Trinidad Chambliss. You got Golding taking on Kiffin. You got that game is at Oxford. Shoot, man, yes. Texas A&M, right? That's a nice little stretch right there. Okay, McNeese. Okay, they go to Kentucky. Okay, let's up just a little bit. At Auburn, always tough. Bama, Texas. Yo, this is a tough schedule. This is a hard schedule. I don't know how many games. I mean, what's the expectations of these guys? Kind of looking at it at a glance. Let's see. Let's say they win that game, lose. Okay, so wait. Okay, 1, 2, 2-1. We'll give them a win over Texas A&M. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7-1 at this point in time. Bama. Let's say Bama wins 7-2. Texas, games in Baton Rouge. I don't know, coin flip. That could be a third loss. Yeah, they're winning like 10 games. Something like that. Yeah, 9-3, 10. Yeah. I'll say that, Jarvis, right? 9-3, something like that. Yeah, 10-2, 9-3. Yeah. Looking at it like that. Good schedule. Yeah, I like it. I mean, the thing about it is you don't have a lot of too many difficult games like stacked on each other, and now you only have one bye week in the SEC. Good schedule. I like it. The early kickoff is good against Clemson. 901. Hey, thanks for thanks for being patient. Who am I on the line with and where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Memphis, Tennessee.
What's up, man? What's your name, bro?
My name's Trey, and I am an 18-year-old kid. I've been a Bama fan pretty much my whole life since I was born, and I've always wanted to get on here and kind of just talk to you about a couple things.
Come with it, bro.
And so, okay, so my first question is, me and my dad talk about this all the time. How do you feel about Kane Womack's scheme on defense?
That's a good question. Did you say you're 10 years old?
No, I'm 18. I'm 18.
Oh, I thought you said 10. I was like, dude, I was like, you have the pipes for your own show, dog. You have a good voice. I was like, damn, this dude's 10? All right. So, Kane Womack scheme. Very good question. Dude, if anybody had guts to change the defense after Saban, like, that was crazy. And this was an experiment that I think got off to clearly a bumpy start, right? We weren't accustomed to it. We didn't understand how it was going to do the first year, and I think there was some weaknesses, and you could run the ball against it. The second year, it got much better. Now, the only criticism that I have about the 4-2-5 is that within his 4-2-5, I don't feel that they send enough pressure. I think you could send much more pressure and turn it up, specifically because the secondary is so good this year. So I like Yanzi Pierre. He's got to have way more than, if he doesn't have 10 sacks this year, it's a disappointment, right? And it's not on Yanzi. That is on Kane. So I think Kane's dad is helping him out a little bit, kind of behind the scenes, which is good. I don't care. You get help from your dad. That's fine. But I'm not mad about it. It took a lot of guts because Saban's defense was, that's what we're accustomed to. What else you got, man?
Yeah, man, that's really all I had, because we always talk about it. It's just like, me personally, I feel like we should play a lot more. Like, when we blitz, we should play press man. I just feel like we got the guys to do it.
Yeah.
And I think that we should send a lot more pressure, like you said, because, when we don't do it, they just beat us on defense sometimes. And I feel like that's a little frustrating. Obviously, they saved us a couple of times when our offense wasn't that good, but I just feel like that scheme's a little bit shaky, and I'm kind of scared for when we play Lane Kiffin in LSU, because I think he might expose that. I don't know, but I hope he doesn't.
Yeah, man. Well, like I said, man, you got a good delivery. Do you do like podcasts, or do you ever do like call-in shows? Do you mess around on that stuff? Because I'm telling you,
I haven't yet.
Yeah, well, think about it, man. Go ahead.
The crazy thing is, so I wanted to go to Alabama. I'm a freshman in college, and so obviously, I took my tour and things like that. I immediately fell in love and I wanted to go. But, some things happen. That scholarship money isn't what I wanted to be, but I decided to go to Ole Miss. And so now I'm a freshman at Ole Miss, and I major in sports management. And I want to become a broadcaster myself. So I always been watching these podcasts, for a very long time. And I also watch Cover Crimson. I've been very interested.
Yeah.
I try to take notes from what y'all do so I can eventually work my way up into doing something like what y'all do. So, I am very interested in the podcast stuff as well.
All right, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, you got the pipes for it for sure, bro. So, save my number, contact me, reach out. I'm always looking. I'm always like scouting the talent, out there. So, I'm really big into mentorship too. So, you have any questions or whatever, hit me up, Trey. But good job, man. Good call today, and I really appreciate it, man. Have a blessed day.
Okay, thank you, Kyle. I appreciate you.
No doubt, man. Take it easy, brother. All right, yeah, good call, man. You know what I'm saying? Look, we're talent scouts out here too. You hear it, you feel it. It's just that's how it operates, All right, fam. Well, that is the show today, and I appreciate you guys calling in. Yeah, thank you so much. Got off to a blind start. We were able to fly through the clouds and get the show going. So I feel good about it, and thank you so much for kicking it with me right here on Bama Football on YouTube. I really appreciate you guys. By the way, the poll today, who will be the team's first running back or who would be the number one running back this next year? Daniel Hill, right? Daniel Hill. Yeah, all right. 46%, and then 23%, our boy Crowell, all right? We'll see what happens. 17%, AK, and then Riley at 14%. Yeah, good stuff. All right. We're going to try to push the raffle out, I guess, to like Friday. I think we got like and you know what? We do Super Chats will get you in too. So I think we'll be able to be on track for a Friday pinwheel spin. All right. These are the hoodies, right? You win the hoodie, you email me, I'll send you the hoodie. All right. So this is what we're doing. How to get in. $10 up to 3 opportunities. Venmo Bama _YouTube. Cash App Bama YouTube. The pinwheel is back. All right. And I'm feeling better as well. So feel good. Sounds good. Hopefully I get the pipes back where they need to be. And I appreciate you guys so much for being here. I love you guys. Stay tuned. News as it happens right here on Bama Football on YouTube. Coming to you from beautiful Tuscaloosa, Alabama, on this beautiful Wednesday, January 28th, Kyle Anderson, Bama Football on YouTube. Thanks for watching, fam. See you next show. I thought there was some breaking news. I'd be like, would you stay here?